Well, the life of any operations leader is hard. You're constantly trying to make the decision on how to optimize today, and that usually gets in the way of what we really need to be working on or where we need to take our business. So there's that constant struggle between getting production out, using the resources that you have appropriately, trying to move the needle, all while satisfying your customers, and frankly, trying to position your business in a way that makes you more competitive so that you could grow and go do more. Yeah, that's the reason why I came to Veryable. It is a concept that I could have used in every single one of my roles. It would have helped me do 3 times as much in half the amount of time. So often, your work and your ability to be able to impact the business is constrained by one of 10 different things. Labor is the one that continues to bubble up. If we were able to have solved that, we would have been able to tackle the downstream, the more complex problems that frankly should have been my focus. So being able to solve that up front would have made it so much easier to tackle the real problem, and that's how we would have been able to grow so quick.
Yeah, Veryable would have been a game changer for a ton of the different companies that I worked with prior. I think the ability for a company to be more agile and flexible and responsive is just a huge leg up. You think about Veryable, and that's exactly what we're doing. So how do we equip businesses to be as aggressive and flexible as possible, and how they're going to market and serving their customers? Being able to have the right answer for them up front on here's what you should do and why alleviates a lot of pressure from that operations leader individual at the company who might not know where to start because they're juggling machines and people and inventory and a million other different things. So it's really helpful for us to be, one, a trusted and credible voice, and two, get the solution 90% of the way there as possible for them to make sure that we're making good use of their time and providing the most value possible.
I think the first thing was just knowing, and I said this while I was being interviewed, is I was like, if I don't take this job, I'm gonna use this platform. If I'm not part of your business, I'm gonna be a customer. I think the main point is, if I don't have at least a base level understanding of what you go through on a day-to-day, then I can't truly help you. I could act like I can help you, but I can't actually be a resource to you. Sure, every operation's different, but when you kind of break it down, a lot of these operations, a lot of businesses are facing the same challenges day to day. I think it's valuable from my end to know what I would have done to be able to help that going forward.
Yeah, coming from all these positions where currently I'm talking to a former self, whether, when I was a plant manager or director of distribution or a regional logistics manager, I'm speaking to people that were in positions that I was in, using my knowledge of those positions to help them understand what Veryable has to offer. And I think it's a unique opportunity to be able to do that, most notably, because the things that we're doing day in and day out have a real effect.
Veryable is solving a problem that I was seeing. I was seeing the impact of that, personally. I was also seeing the impact of that at companies that we were working with. And, I wanted to have the opportunity to be a part of the solution. That's something that's always been important to me, is that what I'm doing is bringing value to people. I started my career in the military because I wanted to give back to our country. And so for many of the same reasons, I enjoy what I'm doing at Veryable, because I'm helping people solve a problem. It's a problem that, if you're an operations manager today, you're probably dealing with. And it's probably causing you to miss time with your family, to spend more time at work than you need to. A lot of undue stress and unnecessary heartache spent solving a problem that there's a solution to that you just don't have. And so I came to Veryable to help give people that solution, to help them implement it into their operations, to help drive value.
I lived this problem day in and day out for over 8 years, right? And I didn't know that there was a solution. And when, my boss called me up one night and was kind of telling me about Veryable, I was like, this is an opportunity that people like me don't know about, but it's an opportunity to go share this message with other leaders and really be able to kind of help them understand the impact it could have. Because I've worked the 16-hour shifts where it's just there doesn't seem like there's an end in sight. I've been there at the shop at 4 o'clock on a Saturday morning, spending time away from your family and loved ones. And so it was the opportunity to say, I want to go make a difference in this industry, and I want to influence it in a more favorable, positive way.